If your manufacturing AI makes a decision you can't prove you governed, you can't prove you governed, you don't have an AI problem. You have a boardroom liability problem. Today, I'm doing a CFO-GRADE sensitivity analysis on industrial private AI governance. Under the EUAIAct, ISO IEC 42001, built for DACH manufacturing, automotive suppliers, mechanical engineering leaders who run AI in production, not in slide decks. Let's set the frame. The EUAIAct turns AI control into organizational accountability. ISO 42001 turns good intentions into auditable management systems. Together, they convert model behavior into evidence or into exposure. Best case, governance is a preventive investment. You budget for an internal AI governance program, enforce policies, and implement audit trails, model versioning, and decision traceability. Audit trails, model versioning, decision traceability. Result? Faster customer approvals, cleaner supplier audits, lower cost of capital, and insurability. You don't just ship parts, you ship proof. Base case. One incident turns a tech issue into an organizational control failure, a misclassification on a safety-relevant tolerance. If you can't show who approved the model, which version ran, what data it saw, and why the decision was allowed in that context, the narrative shifts from bug to breakdown. Penalties, contract friction, and reputational drag follow. Worst case, a safety-relevant defect triggers recall dynamics. The only question becomes, can you prove the system was controlled, documented, and policy enforced? Without that, you're negotiating from a position of loss, commercially and legally. Here's the point. AI governance is not an IT project. It's a capital protection project inside the enterprise perimeter. You need a control plane, policy as code, identity-bound approvals, data lineage, model versioning, and decision traceability tied to business risk. Policy as code, identity-bound approvals, data lineage, model versioning, decision traceability tied to business risk. That's where an orchestration layer, think a PrivateAI control stack like ShonixAI.com, makes industrial AI defensible, insurable, and board reportable. Not public cloud magic. Private, auditable, and aligned to process reality on the shop floor. What does CFO-grade readiness look like? Policy to process mapping, every AI use case tied to an owner, risk class, and control set. Owner to a risk class control set, evidence by default, tamper-evident logs, signed model artifacts, and immutable decision records. Tamper-evident logs, signed model artifacts, immutable decision records. Human-in-the-loop boundaries, enforced, measured, and provable. Enforced, measured, and provable. Change control, from data to model to deployment, every step reviewable. Data, model, deployment, every step reviewable. Incident drill books, when, who, and how fast, track to closure. When, who, and how fast, track to closure. Final statement. In manufacturing, efficiency creates value, but governance protects value. And the financial question is not whether AI will be used. It is whether, when the audit, incident, or customer challenge happens, your organization can prove who controlled the AI, how it was governed, and what evidence exists. That is EUAIAct readiness. That is ISO IEC 42001 aligned AI management. And that is what protects capital in industrial environments. Trust as the result of fulfilled expectations. For inquiries, Shubham Saraswat, Private AI Architect, Shonixai.com. Europe, Bernd Ferber, Managing Partner, +31 6 492 897 16.